Gentlemen, tonight on the topic of new age regulation, my guest is the Union Law, Telecom and Information Technology Minister, Mr. Ravi Shankar Prasad. Good evening, Mr. Ravi Shankar Prasad. And
good evening. Good evening.
May I say, regulation is a mild word that we put in the topic of the day, because as many people outside there say that this is a government of control. It's in a frenzy of control, wants to control everything that we think, we read, and how we use our social media, what we watch on OTT platforms, what we write on Twitter. Everything must be controlled by the government. Why is your government so control-friendly government?
Well, that is unfair. We believe in democracy, we permit criticism, we permit dissent. And I'm very happy that social media has empowered the ordinary people of India. Nearly 140 crore people use social media, be it Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, WhatsApp, and they make good money also. Navika, the issue is not of use of social media. The issue is of misuse and abuse of social media. Don't you have a fact check on fake news? You have on Times Now, no? Other channels, why? Let me ask a question straight to the people watching and those present here. If a mother complains to me that the jilted ex-lover of his daughter is exposing all her compromising photographs on social media, what should I do? Keep quiet? If a jilted lover is showing the morphed image of a woman, making it viral in the social media, should I keep quiet? If Twitter appreciates the police action in defending Capitol Hill in Washington and sides with the aggressor when our pride, Lal Killa, is attacked by people brandishing sword and injuring people, should I keep quiet? If terrorists and separatist elements abuse social media to foment terrorism and trouble in the India, should I keep quiet? Therefore, what is these guidelines you are concerned about? Government is away from it. Government has only said, you please address a proper grievance redressal mechanism so that any people aggrieved by all this must have a resolution of his grievance within a time frame. That's what we have done.
Mr. Ravi Shankar Prasad, many people would say that the reaction of the government often is very knee-jerk. There isn't enough detailed study or consultation on issues that are as delicate as this and have wide-ranging interests from the public at large. This is something that involves citizens at a large-scale level, and they're not even part of the dialogue with the government through a consultation paper or something. The government just comes and that is why the mindset is questioned. Yes, there are problems. Where there are criminal problems, law and order problems, some would say that you're justified in taking action. But when it comes to making such guidelines, which can be loosely used because you haven't really decided who the regulator is, when you say that a WhatsApp's origin must be found out, you are not even looking at the privacy laws or the privacy rights of an individual. The question really here is that these are new age platforms, new age technologies, yet they need more than just a knee-jerk reaction from the government.
I'm afraid, Navika, you have not done your homework today, which you normally do. There are two Supreme Court orders of 18 and 19. They ask us to file an affidavit as to when you are going to take action against all this. There was a parliamentary debate in the Rajya Sabha in 2018 when a promise was taken from me by the members of parliament against fake news, against rampant pornography, child pornography, etc. There have been demands from chief ministers, civil society. If you want, I can show you all the complaints. We did nearly 1.5 years of consultation. The draft was put in public domain. 171 comments came. Those who chose to. Then a counter comment also came. That was the nature of consultation we did. Therefore, to say that we did not do the consultation, I'm again on a more fundamental issue. I have raised certain issue as to what is the justification. You are not controverting even one of them. These days, I see a lot of business people present here. A new phenomena is rising, and what is that? If someone wishes to start a business operation, the big brothers of that business start campaigning on the social media based upon stories and facts which are untrue, and you loses a lot of your credibility. Today, rank defamatory statements are being made, including eminent journalists like you. You suffer it or not? I see a new trend happening today that some people file a case. Now please listen, Navika, it is important. Want a particular type of judgment to come on those cases, unleash a social media campaign, and the judgment is not in accord with that, the judges are told. Now the second issue of tracing, let me ask you a question. Is it not a fact on the same issue, on the same day, in the same area, around the same time, lakhs of messages are circulated and recirculated, become viral? हम क्या पूछ रहे हैं? ये खुराफात किसने की? बस शुरू किसने की? Who started the mischief? That's all. Listen to me. And we are not going to see the content. The content is already in public domain. We are only saying who in India started this mischief. And if someone had sent from abroad, then who started it in India? Navika, let me confront you with your own very extraordinary coverage, which I saw myself in relation to the riots in Delhi. Is it not a fact that you were showing a lot of messages being circulated from across the border, seeking to instigate, inflame, commit violence based on falsehood? तो हमें क्या करना चाहिए? हम खामोश रहें?
मिस्टर
नहीं, आप मुझे बताएं, हमें करना क्या चाहिए?
आप दिल्ली के राइट्स की बात कर रहे हैं, पर ऐसे चुनिंदा जो इंसिडेंट्स हैं ये बहुत कम होते हैं, और इनमें अगर आप सख्ती बरतें तो किसी को समझ में आ सकता है. There will be I think enough people in this country who will find your action possibly fair and will not question it. But I want to ask you, civil society से हमें complaints आती हैं, और that's a very loose terminology, and for somebody who is a lawyer and the law minister, this terminology can be misused by those who are interpreting. For example, let me just tell you, your newly appointed chief minister of Uttarakhand finds a problem with ripped jeans. Now, will you have anybody talking about ripped jeans being taken to court or being, given some sorts of action taken by the police? Because there are people and there are actions, and these can fall into various kinds of categories.
My reply is very simple. The chief minister in question has already apologized.
But it reflects a mindset.
Oh, please, apologized. In my view, I'm very clear we should not be judgmental about the dress sense, okay? But let's not go into that issue in that detail because he's apologized. Therefore, let's leave it there.
No, he apologized and still said, लेकिन ripped jeans तो नहीं पहननी चाहिए. मुझे ऐसे कहना नहीं चाहिए था, लेकिन फिर भी ये संस्कार के लिए अच्छा नहीं है.
नाविका, मेरा सिर्फ आपसे एक बात कहना है. People can have opinion. We can disagree with that, okay? People can have opinion. I'm not justifying it. But in India, if it is a democracy, don't shut them from having an opinion, which we may disagree, which we, in our view, is not in very good taste. We can have that opinion. Let's leave it there. I don't approve it, my view on these things. But let's come on.
Opinion, pardon me, I'll also say one thing on this, which is opinions are fine. Everybody is entitled to his. But an opinion in Ashoka University is unacceptable. But an opinion of a chief minister, which can have ramifications on people of the state and the country, should be just seen as an opinion?
I must clarify. I have already clarified about the chief minister, including my own not appreciating what was made out, but he has apologized. Let's leave it. On Ashoka University, in your Times of India today, there is a big article by Gurcharan Das. Please go to it. We have never at all interfered in academic. Navika, because you are provoking me a lot today, I must make one comment. This government is led by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Rajnath Singh, late Arun Jaitley, late Sushma Swaraj, Venkaiah Naidu and many others, including me, some for 5 years, senior, some junior, we have fought against emergency for 3 freedoms: your freedom of media, independence of judiciary, and also dignity of individual against arrest. So we have suffered, we have gone to jail. Don't treat us these qualities. It is our commitment. And by the way, is it not a fact that my Prime Minister is the biggest victim of falsehood campaign for more than 20 years, based upon utter lies? Okay? You're talking to his former lawyer in the Supreme Court of India, who is privy to a lot of information. At least, but I must tell you, did the Prime Minister at all respond? Because he trusted the people of India, and people of India trusted him. Excuse me, we welcome dissent, we welcome criticism, and that criticism can extend to the Prime Minister, to the ministers, and all the government. Here our view is very simple: soft touch regulatory mechanism, where the government is out of it. I want to make it very clear. Government, you appoint your grievance officer. Significant social media, you appoint your compliance officer, all these things. And about OTT and others, you appoint your grievance officer, and then otherwise a group of people, you appoint your dispute resolution mechanism. All are very clear. Even in case of verification of account, we don't come in the picture. The social media platform must develop the architecture. अब नाविका मुझे ये बताइए, थोड़ा हिंदी में बात करूं क्या?
बिल्कुल।
सोशल मीडिया में बहुत लोग ज्ञान देते हैं ना, उनका अधिकार है. ट्विटर खोलिए, lot of people follow me, about 45 lakh plus on Twitter, the same big number on other platforms. By the way, coup is also rising, about 10 lakh people.
2 दिन आपने coup को बड़ा पॉपुलराइज किया था, उसके बाद भूल गए, वापस ट्विटर पे आ गए.
अच्छा सुनिए, आजकल coup पर मुझे 10 लाख लोग फॉलो करते हैं. शांत रहिए पहले आप.
पर 45 लाख ट्विटर पे.
फिर आपसे कह रहे हैं आप होमवर्क आज नहीं किया आपने. अच्छा मुझे आप ये बताइए, आजकल लोग ज्ञान बहुत देते हैं, अच्छी बात है, ज्ञान हमको सुनना भी है, उनके ज्ञान से अपने को सुधारना भी है, लेकिन जो देश को ज्ञान देते हैं वो अपना परिचय क्यों नहीं देते हैं? आप कौन है भाई, कहाँ रहते हैं? अपने अकाउंट को खाली ऑथेंटिकेट करा लीजिए, ताकि हम भी तो जाने कि जो रोज देश को ज्ञान देते हैं वो स्वयं कहाँ के. वो नहीं बताएंगे, लेकिन ज्ञान जरूर देंगे. तो हमने कहा है, देयर मस्ट बी ए मैकेनिज्म फॉर वॉलंटरी ऑथेंटिकेशन ऑफ द अकाउंट by the social media platform. We are out of it. That is the essence. Now coming to the OTT, I know you will ask me this question. The digital part of the film and the digital media will be seen by the INB, and the rest by my, Facebook, WhatsApp, etc. by my Ministry of the IT. Can you deny that many of the contents of OTT were utterly offensive? What we have done, no government regulation. You have 5 category of classification: universal adult, below 7, below 13, like that. अब फिर हिंदी में आता हूं आपके पास. Do you follow the Press Council of India guideline or not? You do. In Times of India. Do you follow the program code of television or not? You do. तो आप सब करेंगी, लेकिन कुछ लोग जो रोज YouTube पर चैनल बना के आते हैं वो कुछ नहीं फॉलो करेंगे. ऐसा कैसे चलेगा?
मुझे जो सवाल आपसे पूछना है वो ये पूछना है कि यही YouTube,
मैं बात ठीक बोल रहा हूं, आप भी समझ रही हैं.
यही YouTube, यही ट्विटर आपका प्लेटफॉर्म था जब 2013 से 14 में आप अपनी बात लोगों तक पहुंचा रहे थे. इसी YouTube, इसी ट्विटर पे आपको पॉपुलैरिटी, पहचान और लोगों का सपोर्ट मिला. तब आपको ये बहुत अच्छा लगता था. लोगों का कहना है कि आज जब इसी प्लेटफॉर्म पर आपसे सवाल पूछे जाते हैं तो आपको अच्छा नहीं लगता, क्योंकि सबसे बड़ा चेंज जो है कि पहले आप लोगों के बीच में थे, अब आप इस तरफ आ गए हैं टेबल के. यू आर द पीपल इन पावर, एंड ट्रूथ टू पावर sometimes is not palatable. That's the allegation against you.
देखिए, मैं उसका आपको जवाब देता हूं, और मैं बहुत विनम्रता से कहूंगा, बहुत विनम्रता से कहूंगा, नरेंद्र मोदी और उनकी सरकार ट्विटर और फेसबुक और टाइम्स नाउ की पॉपुलैरिटी से नहीं चलती है. हम जनता के बीच काम करते हैं, उनके लिए अच्छा काम करते हैं, तभी हमें जिताते हैं.
तो फिर ट्विटर से इतना घबराते क्यों हैं?
अब ठीक है, मैं आपने अपना सवाल कर दिया, मैं उत्तर तो दे दीजिए मुझे आप. ट्विटर से हम नहीं घबराते हैं, जो जनता पीड़ित होती है हम उनकी आवाज बन रहे हैं। फिर ट्विटर तो हमें रोज आलोचना करते हैं। आप देखिए, मेरा अकाउंट खोलिए आप, 50 लोग, कुछ तो गाली भी देते हैं, कोई बात नहीं, उनका अधिकार है। और हमारे प्रधानमंत्री की तो आलोचना ग्लोबल, कुछ लोग का काम ही है, एक बहुत बड़ा एनजीओ है जिसका काम ही है मोदी जी की आलोचना करना, स्वागत है उनका भी, हमें परेशानी नहीं है। मैंने फिर कहा, अगर किसी महिला की मॉफ फोटो आएगी, कोई टेररिस्ट उसकी आवाज बनेगा, तो हम उसकी बात कर रहे हैं। और क्या करें, हम उससे दूर हैं। यू मस्ट हैव ए ग्रीवांस रिड्रेसल मैकेनिज्म, ताकि किसी को शिकायत है तो वहां शिकायत कर सके। द इशू इज नॉट ऑफ यूज ऑफ सोशल मीडिया, द इशू ऑफ मिसयूज एंड अब्यूज ऑफ सोशल मीडिया। यही तो हम बात कर रहे हैं, इसमें क्या परेशानी है भाई?
रविशंकर प्रसाद जी, मैं आपसे सवाल ऐसा पूछना चाहती हूं, क्योंकि बहुत लोगों का कहना है कि आपकी जो सरकार है वो कम्युनिकेशन का रिजल्ट है, वार्तालाप, डायरेक्ट कनेक्शन। आप आईएनबी मिनिस्टर रह चुके हैं पहले वाजपेयी जी की सरकार में, और आप जानते हैं कि कम्युनिकेशन की इम्पोर्टेंस क्या है। ये जो कम्युनिकेशन और परसेप्शन का जो खेल है, इसे आपसे बेहतर शायद कोई नहीं समझता। तो ये परसेप्शन क्या आपको वरी नहीं करती कि देश भर में एक परसेप्शन ये चली आ रही है कि आप डिसेंट को स्वीकार नहीं करते? आप जो पार्टी आपकी रह चुकी है इमरजेंसी के खिलाफ, आप हर बार इमरजेंसी का हमें हवाला देते हैं। इमरजेंसी 1975 में हुई थी, हम उससे काफी आगे बढ़ चुके हैं, 2021 में हैं। आज के दौर में डिसेंट स्वीकार आपको नहीं है, ये एक आपकी परसेप्शन बन रही है, चाहे ये 20% लोगों में हो या 30% में हो या कम में हो या ज्यादा में हो, परसेप्शन है। इस परसेप्शन को आप क्या समझेंगे कि ये गलत परसेप्शन है? क्यों है ये परसेप्शन? क्या इसके लिए आपको इंट्रोस्पेक्शन की जरूरत नहीं?
देखिए, लोकतंत्र में इंट्रोस्पेक्शन करना चाहिए, आपने बहुत सही कहा। अब आपने कहा जो आलोचना की बात, तो प्रधानमंत्री की आलोचना कहाँ नहीं होती है? संसद के अंदर, संसद के बाहर। भाई बहन तो सुबह शाम ट्विटर करते ही रहते हैं, क्या क्या बोलते रहते हैं। उसके शब्दों को मैं रिपीट नहीं कर सकता हूँ, मैं नहीं करूँगा। कई बार वो शिष्टाचार के स्तर से नीचे भी होता है। देखिए, मैं और कुछ लोग तो मोदी जी के क्रॉनिक विरोधी हैं, तो उनका भी स्वागत है, यही तो लोकतंत्र की खूबसूरती है। लेकिन कुछ लोगों की आलोचना को देश की आलोचना बताना, इस पर हमारी आपसे आपत्ति है। देश का मूड आप कैसे चुनती हैं? हम लोग जो कम्युनिकेशन करते हैं तो ट्विटर पर भी हैं, मोदी जी को करोड़ लोग फॉलो करते हैं, मैंने अपनी फॉलोइंग बताई, बाकी भी करते हैं, कहीं हम अच्छी बात ट्विटर पे कहते भी हैं, लेकिन हम अधिक जमीन पर जाके कम्युनिकेट करते हैं। हमारे दौरे होते हैं, हम अभी तो कोविड के कारण नहीं हुआ नाविका जी, वरना हर साल हम लोग 1 साल पूरा होने पर देश के विभिन्न इलाकों में हम लोग के कार्यक्रम बनते थे, आगे भी बनेंगे। लेकिन देखिए, मैं आपसे फिर एक बड़ा सवाल पूछ रहा हूँ। कुछ लोगों को नरेंद्र मोदी जी नहीं भाते, वो दे जस्ट डोंट लाइक मोदी जी, फिर नो प्रॉब्लम, ये उनका अधिकार है। उनके बारे में मेरा एक जवाब है कि हम सोए हुए व्यक्ति को जगा तो सकते हैं, लेकिन जो जाग कर सोने का स्वांग करते हैं उनका हम क्या कर सकते हैं? वी वेलकम देयर राइट टू कीप ऑन क्रिटिसाइजिंग मोदी जी, एंड दैट दे आर डूइंग फॉर द लास्ट 20 years, yet they are existing in India. Why not? We have no problem. You just talked about Ashoka University. You have seen some articles which are so almost vituperative against us. That's also their right. Therefore, we have always welcomed criticism. But the point is larger. Should the people of India who become victim of abuse of social media, misuse of social media, should have a forum for resolution of their grievance or not? That's what it is about.
So Mr. Ravi Shankar Prasad, if I may be allowed to say so, I find a conflict of interest between your role as the Minister for Information Technology and your role as the Law Minister. As the Law Minister, it is imperative for you to uphold every citizen's right for freedom of expression and freedom of speech. As an information technology minister, you're going ahead and bringing in all sorts of measures to somehow control and put guidelines, and many would say, in a sense, gag. Maybe a strong word, but for lack of a better word, gag social media platforms which by definition are supposed to be free platforms where individual can express their opinion. How do you reconcile the two roles?
Ultimately, what is the real document we all swear by? The Constitution of India. And all these rights of freedom emanate from the fundamental right of freedom under the Constitution. The freedom of speech and expression 19.1, Navika, is subject to 19.2. Reasonable restriction in the interest of public order, sovereignty, integrity of India, and so on and so forth. So you read only 19.1 and not see 19.2. The second, we have examined the best practices of USA. By the way, are these companies following the guidelines of Europe or not? Let me ask this question to you. They are following, much tougher than ours. Australia is doing something. America is doing something. We have come with a soft touch oversight mechanism. That is what I would like to emphasize. And again, I repeat, Navika, with all the authority at my command, we welcome dissent, we welcome criticism. The criticism includes the criticism of the Prime Minister, me, other ministers in the government. And we have always respected the social media for empowering ordinary citizens who are asking us questions also. And we interact with them also, including on social media. That's how I see it.
Mr. Ravi Shankar Prasad, the opposition has quoted you as saying that in Parliament that there is no study undertaken by the government regarding the impact of government's control over social media vis-a-vis right to freedom of expression enshrined in the Constitution. If there is no study, how can you assure the people of this country that their rights under the Constitution are protected as far as freedom of speech and expression are concerned?
Because an MP asked me this question, have you undertaken a study? It is the question of fact. There are courts in India or not? आजकल तो नाविका जी एक और हिंदुस्तान में बड़ी नई बात चल पड़ी है. मैं PIL का बड़ा समर्थक हूँ. आपको मालूम है ना? देश के कुछ बड़े करप्शन के केसेस को CBI इंक्वायरी का केस मैंने ही किया था ना. बीट फॉर्डर स्कैम, बिटुमिन स्कैम, बहुत बड़े लोग जेल में चले गए. लेकिन कुछ लोग है कि बस अखबार देखा और PIL फाइल कर दिया. ये उनका अधिकार भी है. कोर्ट कॉग्निजेंस लेता है कि नहीं लेता है. हाई कोर्ट टू सुप्रीम कोर्ट. देयर इज प्रेस काउंसिल और नॉट. देयर इज द मीडिया और नॉट. देयर आर यू और नॉट. Right at 9 o'clock in the evening, giving gyan to the entire country on Times Now. There are. Why not? And we welcome that. Asking questions. Therefore, the robustness of Indian democracy should not be minimized. I was just trying to know, ladies and gentlemen, how many TV channels were there, news channels. By last count, about 250, I was told, in all the languages. On YouTube, there are many channels have come up, giving gyan daily, no problem. And we are the biggest supporter of YouTube. And let me tell you today, be it YouTube or social media, they have really empowered about Indian culture, Indian history, from Gita to modern economics to whatnot. We are very happy about it. We have no problem about it. And in that way, this empowerment process of social media has brought knowledge to the doorsteps of common people is something we do welcome. But the limited nature of guideline which we have put into operations have already explained you. Please don't read too much into it, which you always have the habit of doing so.
Mr. Ravi Shankar Prasad, you said, allegations are made and there is a PIL culture. Allegations have been made in the context of Maharashtra by people within the BJP as well. The 100 crore alleged extortion scam in Maharashtra. Are you saying the BJP should also refrain from saying anything about it till such time that a court take cognizance and decides the matter? तो आप लोगों का भी बोलना कुछ नियंत्रित करना पड़ेगा, कुछ guidelines लाना पड़ेगा हम लोगों को, जनता को?
आप political issue और एक वकील साहब के इशू को साथ जोड़ रही हैं, तब तो मैं आपका अभिनंदन करूंगा.
नहीं क्यों? ये लोग
सुनिए मुझे बोलने दीजिए. आपने बहुत बोला. हमने क्या कहा कि एक पुलिस कमिश्नर ने कहा कि गृह मंत्री जी 100 करोड़ रुपया मांग रहे हैं सिर्फ एक मुंबई से हर महीने. मैं इस विषय को बोलने वाला नहीं था. आप सुनिए शांति से. आप तो हमने अगर सवाल करें कि अगर पुलिस कमिश्नर जो एक हफ्ते पहले था, एक मुंबई का कोटा है 100 करोड़, तो पूरे महाराष्ट्र का क्या है? और बाकी मंत्रियों को ये सवाल क्यों नहीं उठना चाहिए? और दूसरी बात, अगर एक असिस्टेंट पुलिस इंस्पेक्टर, माइंड यू, उसको सीएम डिफेंड करते हैं कि बहुत ऑनेस्ट है, और बाद में उनकी एंटी टेररिस्ट स्क्वाड कर रही है ये तो मर्डरर है, तो ये सवाल हम क्यों नहीं करें? 2 पुलिस ऑफिसर्स कह रहे हैं कि यहाँ रैकेट चलता है आईपीएस ऑफिसर के ट्रांसफर पोस्टिंग में, तो क्या हम खामोश रहे हैं? लोकतंत्र में तो विरोध करने का अधिकार है, लेकिन सार्थक विरोध होना चाहिए। वहां हमने क्या बात की? आज भी कोई पीआईएल में करप्शन का मैटर आता है, बिल्कुल आप सख्ती करिए। अगर कहीं पर मजदूरों की इन्वायरमेंटल इश्यू आता है, जरूर कोर्ट को सख्ती करना चाहिए। अब मैं तो सुप्रीम कोर्ट कह रहा है कि दीज डेज पीआईएल फॉर्म इज बीइंग अब्यूज्ड, उसी कंटेक्स्ट में मैंने कही थी आपको बात।
मैं आपसे एक सवाल और पूछूंगी। आपने कहा कि आप एनकरेज करते
हैं। आपके पास गंभीर सवाल नहीं है आज, लग रहा है हमको। हाँ, लग रहा है
आपको ये गंभीर नहीं लगते?
नहीं, अभी तो मैं देख रहा हूं
लोगों की फ्रीडम ऑफ स्पीच और एक्सप्रेशन की बातें ये आपको गंभीर नहीं लगती?
मैं आपके गंभीरता पर मैंने कभी सवाल उठाया क्या? मैं आपके सवालों पर कह रहा हूं।
मैं सवालों की बात करी, क्योंकि मैंने जो भी सवाल उठाए हैं वो राइट टू फ्रीडम ऑफ स्पीच और एक्सप्रेशन के उठाए हैं, और आप कह रहे हैं ये सवाल गंभीर नहीं है।
I have already replied to that.
So I'm asking you, when there is in this country a film that is made and put on an OTT platform in which there is some sort of, or from some individuals, a feeling that this goes against a particular religion, many of that religion may not think so, and for that a young woman who's a professional and part of the OTT platform, not at a creative level but just at a managerial level, has to run from pillar to post to get a bail. Is this the India that we want to live in, Mr. Ravi Shankar Prasad?
I want to make it very clear, this is not the India we would like to live in. But when you make a creation on an OTT, you have also been responsible and accountable, both. And again, I'm telling you, if you have got the right to create, some people have got the right to have a grievance. How do you resolve it? Therefore, in this guideline, we have said very clearly, you have a self-regulation mechanism at your level. The second level, the group of producers, etc., have retired Supreme Court judges, self-regulation team number 2. Then third would be a inter-ministerial committee. अच्छा नाविका, ये बताइए, अगर आपके यहाँ कोई गलत खबर चल जाती है तो आपका जो रेगुलेटर है, इनर रेगुलेटर आप लोग के न्यूज़ चैनल का, वो कहते हैं, तो आप कहती हैं ना, सॉरी दिस न्यूज़ वाज नॉट करेक्ट। हम आपकी तारीफ करते हैं ना, आप दिखा देती हैं। तो अगर आप लोग इतना बड़ा चैनल और देश की इतनी बड़ी संपादक नाविका कुमार ये हिम्मत दिखाती हैं, तो ओटीटी वाले क्यों नहीं कर सकते हैं?
पर मैं ये कह रही हूं कि yes, religious sentiments should not be hurt, but in the film Tandav, many people did not see the sentiments being hurt. There were some few hardline factions for whom everything is hurtful. Love jihad भी उनको hurtful लगता है, उनको तांडव भी hurtful लगता है, उनको सब कुछ। मैं आपसे जो सवाल पूछ रही हूँ कि India as a civilization has been a middle of the road and a very tolerant civilization. Are we going to change the fabric of that India as we knew it?
India is tolerant and will remain tolerant. But the limits of tolerance and the standards of tolerance should not be judged on the creating freedom or abuse of a particular producer of an OTT platform.
Who will set these boundaries?
Just a minute.
The government of the day?
आप जरा अगर मुझे पूरी बात कहने देंगी, इसीलिए तो हमने इसमें लिखा है कि you please set up your own grievance redressal mechanism. The government is out of it. And if they don't do, then the appellate body of the producers accept. Retired Supreme Court Judge, High Court Judge. We have already said that. लेकिन हमारी जो आप लोगों से बड़ी विनम्र मेरा एक दूसरा मत है कि हमेशा जब क्रिएटिव की बात होती है तो हमेशा क्रिएटर के दृष्टिकोण से ही देखा जाता है, उसको देखने वाले क्या सोचते हैं ये नहीं। देखिए हमारी सोच बहुत क्लियर है, आप अपने बेडरूम में क्या देखते हैं क्या नहीं देखते हैं आपका विषय है,
लेकिन उसकी ओवरसाइट मैकेनिज्म इंटर मिनिस्टीरियल कमेटी करेगी और वो इंटर मिनिस्टीरियल कमेटी सबसे ऊंचा दर्जा रहेगा उसको। और हम आपको कह रहे हैं कि आप फ्री हैं, लेकिन फ्री तब तक हैं जब तक इंटर मिनिस्टीरियल कमेटी की सेंसिबिलिटीज आप दायरा क्रॉस ना करें, ये कौन सी बात हुई? ये तो गवर्नमेंट डिसाइडेड ही हो गया.
I think I need to clarify it very clear. I'm sorry you have not read it properly. The first level is the grievance redressal mechanism of the producer himself, if anyone has problem. The second level is the grievance redressal mechanism of the producers group, whosoever you call it. They will come together and set up a platform headed by a retired Chief Justice or a retired Supreme Court judge, eminent editors like Navika Kumar. If anyone has a grievance, they can administer warning, censor, delete the in question. If there is no action taken in these two, only then the matter may be raised at interministerial level. And I'm pretty sure the people would have least opportunity to come to the third committee, because if there is any substance, they will get the relief or they will not get the relief.
But
That's all I say.
why should the interministerial committee be the apex body? Why not straight go to the courts or a judicial entity? My question, basic opposition is to an interministerial committee which sits above the self-regulation committee of the same industry. That is the question that we are asking you.
There is only one aspect which I need to clarify to you. You are always taking this view that the self-regulating committee will always be available to do justice to all the grievances. Therefore, we have said that. Navika, there was a view the censor board should be removed. I don't want to quote the names, but many film leading actresses, producers have told me, "Kabhi nahi hataiye isko. Otherwise, things will go completely haywire." What do you mean? Many of the good creators of OTT contents are very nice people, very proud of their talent. They have said the way money-making machine is going on, it is going haywire. We are addressing those concerns. Yes, there will always be two views about it. Now, what is the focus of ours? We will remain out of it.
Interministerial committee is not you staying out of it, sir. That's the point I'm making.
I have just clarified to you, the interministerial committee matter will come when nothing has been done at those two levels. Anyone can say, I will go to the court. No problem. You're not stopping. And by the way, is it not a fact that in certain cases you need emergent intervention? Let's be very honest about it. Navika, as an IT minister, I am privy to many of the things going on social media. I cannot, now listen, look at me. I cannot share it
You're
here.
threatening me on stage, sir.
No, I cannot share it here. But if I allow that to go on social media, इस देश में riots होंगे और लोगों का कत्लेआम होगा. वही कर दें क्या? वो कहते हैं ये भी हमारा freedom है, माफ करिए. इस पर थोड़ी हमारी आपत्ति है. You know, these days, let's not take the name. So many good OTT platforms have come. Some of their productions I have also seen. They're pretty good. I would like my Indian creators, who are extraordinary people, to go to that global heights. Why not? People will love and enjoy them.
Mr. Ravi Shankar Prasad, you're also a law minister. And there's one question from a session we did earlier in the evening that I want to put out to you. There is a pendency of 3.8 million cases in this country. The pendency is 2.8 million for criminal cases. There are 5,000 vacant positions for judges in subordinate courts and about 491 in high courts. How are we going to cope up with the pressure of pending cases if this is the situation? The Supreme Court verdict in 2015 and repeated in 2019 spoke about memorandum of the procedure for appointment of judges, which should have been in place, which no steps have been taken so far. This is one of the biggest issues pending as far as the common man and his quest for justice is concerned.
Well, that is a matter of concern. I will not deny that. Now, what we are doing, Navika, one fundamental issue I must clarify to you. Case की सुनवाई करना कोर्ट का काम है.
Appointment?
Just a minute. हमारा काम है इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर देना, अपॉइंट करना. अब आपने पूछ दिया, सबऑर्डिनेट जुडिशरी का अपॉइंटमेंट या हाई कोर्ट करता है या उनके निर्देश पर पब्लिक सर्विस कमीशन करता है. The state government or government of India has no role in that. Certain things should be very clarified to you at the very outset. Regarding appointment in the high courts, we have made about 575 appointments till now of high courts since the day we have come to power. Many Supreme Court. But there is a system, collegium recommends name. Ultimately, it comes to hub. And I have said very clearly, and I'll repeat here, as a law minister, I'm not a post office. I'm also a stakeholder. I give my opinion, but I respect the collegium system, though I have great reservations of the reasoning of the judgment of the Supreme Court upholding it. Collegium, a National Judicial Commission was upheld by all the Vidhan Sabha and Parliament of India. You know it very well. Now, coming to what we have done. The first is digitization of court. Today, 13 crore orders and 18 crore cases are on digital. At a click of a button, you can get it. We have changed the arbitration law, commercial law. We have repealed 1,500 old laws of India. You'll be happy to know the traffic challans case. We have set up virtual courts. About 1.5 crore traffic challan cases have been disposed of by the virtual courts. But much is needed to be done. We have improved their infrastructure, video conferencing, residence for the judges, courts house, all these things we are doing. Much is required to be done. But just don't forget one thing, Navika. Cases हैं और आजकल cases फाइल भी बहुत होते हैं, दोनों.
तो लोगों की गलती है.
नहीं, मैंने गलती नहीं कहा, मैंने एक सच्चाई बताई. तो इसको देखना पड़ेगा. हम लोग मिलकर काम करते हैं आगे.
या ये कह सकते हैं कि आपका इंटरेस्ट जुडिशियल रिफॉर्म्स और जस्टिस फॉर द आम आदमी में कम और सोशल प्लेटफॉर्म्स को गाइड करने में ज्यादा आपका इंटरेस्ट है.
ये तो आपको सवाल सबसे पहले पूछना चाहिए था ना, तब आराम से आपको हम जवाब दें. ये ठीक नहीं है. देखिए नाविका, मैं अटल जी की सरकार में भी कानून मंत्री था. अब 3-4 महीने में मुझे 5 साल हो जाएंगे कानून मंत्री होते हुए. अब मुझे संतोष है कि काफ़ी कुछ काम किया है और भी करने की ज़रूरत है. लेकिन और हम लोग न्यायपालिका की गरिमा का पूरा सम्मान करते हैं. हाँ, मैं एक बात अवश्य कहूँगा, जो अपॉइंटमेंट का विषय था, नेशनल जुडिशियल कमीशन को अगर बढ़िया से काम करने दिया गया होता तो शायद स्थितियाँ कहीं होती. अब मैं आपको ज़्यादा बता नहीं सकता हूँ. कॉलेजियम सिस्टम में भी परेशानियाँ होती हैं. मुझे एज ए लॉ मिनिस्टर आई शुड नॉट स्पीक and I will not like to speak, and I would request you not to ask questions, but there are problems. But what is important is that we are settling it effectively, and large number of appointments have been made. My problem is, if the name does not start from the High Court Collegium, I cannot do anything. It has, after waiting, it has to go to the Supreme Court. Supreme Court in many cases upholds it, rejects it, it goes back again. Then we have also certain issues to be flagged. So it is a collaborative process which takes some time.
So, can I actually say that while this is a government that's proactive on guidelines and censorship of social media as far as courts, appointments of judges, and pendency of cases is concerned, it's possibly lower down in the priority list?
That's very unfair. I will have to interrupt you that. Didn't I say what we have done?
You said tolerance is important and dissent is allowed.
Yes, no. But you are misquoting me and putting a blame on me. So I have got the right to defend. Now listen to my again. I'm again telling you that we have what we have done, we have explained. It is an ongoing process. Just a minute, in my common service center, which are my IT platform, digital window in various Gram Panchayats of India, I started a pre-litigation advice for poor daughter-in-law, a farm worker. They are getting advice. 7 lakh advice we have been able to give. In the Lok Adalat, we have been able to settle about 16 lakh cases. I didn't tell you that. You said you will talk to me on social media, then come on judiciary. You ought to have told me I can talk to you for 1 hour what we have done, if you have the time.
All right. Our battle for the next time is decided. It's going to be...
Why it has to be a battle, Navika? What is the problem?
Battle of Bengal, aapka bhi to ho raha hai.
Why it has to be a battle between you and me?
No,
Why?
but will you only want to restrict your battle with Mamata Banerjee and the Trinamool Congress?
Let there be a battle with you then.
Well, thank you very much for being a sport, and thank you very much for joining me on this session. As always, pleasure to have you, Mr. Ravi Shankar Prasad.
Thank you.